Welcome everyone to Neverwinter on PC. My name is Bjørnar and today we're going to look at the new Mod 17 profession recipes. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you'd like to see more information or videos about Neverwinter, hit the subscribe button. So, in the latest patch for Mod 17, the developers have added a couple of recipes. More specifically, recipes for level 70 to level 80. Let me be very direct about this. There's no new masterwork recipes as far as I could see on a first glance, but I'm pretty sure there are not. This is also not all set in stone. It's all still on preview, so things could still change, but I would like to check out with you guys what is actually in there and if something new and interesting is in there. So let's start looking. Before we look at the specific recipes, I'd like to go over some generic stuff. Well, we're actually going to go into the recipes, what I noticed. And let's just take artificing as an example. Yeah, let's take artificing. What we knew is that in Masterwork 4 and 5, you could make tools. And the tools, my best tools in here, let's take the Picatrix is the thingy tool, yeah. The best tools in here were 500 proficiency, 500 focus, and gave 5% of virtuoso. So this compared to a legendary tool, which is 550, 550, and 5% recycle, the legendary tool wins. Even if you make a +1 tool of this, it's still 525, 525, and 5%. So legendary tool still wins. To put this also into context, if you look at how difficult this not so great tool is to make, it's 1400 proficiency and 1400 focus. Now, as I said, we have new recipes here, 70 to 80 or 71 to 80, we already had 70, but 71 to 80, you can see there's also some Picatrix in here. We have this one here, but this is level 72, so let's go to the last one in here. We look here, and we look at the proficiency and focus, we already see immediately that this one is a lot easier to make. So, should be less good, right? Well, if we look at the statistics, it starts at legendary level. So proficiency and focus is both 550. It does not give the 5% virtuoso of the masterwork tools or the 5% recycle of the legendary tools, but these are a lot easier to get. Also, if you make these in +1, they will get to 575, 575, making these very good. So, if you don't have the Forge Hammer, this could be the next best instead of the Masterwork tools, or Legendary tools actually. So that's interesting. We have them for all the recipes. All tools have a new version. Next up, we have some new weapons in here. We also can see them in here. Let's take the talisman. No, let's take the peg blade, for example. Now we have weapons at level 73. Here's a peg blade of 74, at least in the low 70s. In the mid 70s, we have the weapons here 78, and we also have them at level 80. If you don't have mod 16 weapons yet, which will not be the case for most people, I guess, unless you are new to the game and you haven't been at level 80 yet. Once you get to a level 80 for the first time, these level 80 weapons are actually not super bad. Compared to the level 70 weapons, these level 80 weapons have 30%, approximately 30% more weapon damage, which is a big boost. They are missing a enchantment slot and a artifact bonus and set bonus and stuff like that, but 30% additional weapon damage for getting started in level 80, I guess that's good enough. If you are grinding your alabaster weapons or whatever, these might be a good step up. Other than that, the weapons also look nice, but that's also for the gear. Actually, it might just look nice. I still have to look at all the stuff. So you could also use them in the transmute, in the, what's it called, the appearance section, to make your weapon look different or your gear look different. So that's also nice. Talking about the gear, I looked at the gear and most of it is not that great, but as I said, it might be useful for transmute. There are a couple of exceptions, but we'll get to that later. Talking about the gear also, it is a little bit weird that there's transition gear from 70 to level 80 or 71 to 80, because getting to level 80 takes like a couple of hours maximum. So I don't really see the point of getting in between level gear or even crafting it. It's too expensive to make and it's not worth it because you're going to grow out of it. This is actually the problem of all the gear on the lower levels as well. Who's going to make this stuff and actually use it? It's a little bit odd that they added that, but yeah, they did. It's the same system as before, so I guess it falls into place. So let's go to the specific professions and look at what we get new for each profession. Let's go to Alchemy first, level 71 to level 70-80. We're skipping the tools and the weapons, of course. There's no tool, there's tools in here. For Alchemy we get a new set of potions. We also have some supplements here. If you want to use that, you can make those, but I don't know. Master crafting is a little bit dead, so I wouldn't be using those. Then we have potions. Potions are typically good. We have healing potions. We also have this exalted healing potion that we can make. But these potions are actually interesting. We get a rank 10 now, and the rank 10 increases a statistic by 3000 for an hour, and it persists through death. So these are very nice. It looks like you only make one per craft, which is less than what we normally make, right? Yeah, here we get 12, so that's a little bit odd. Only one, is that for all? Maybe here it's 12 of the healing potions, but these you only make one at a time. These also 12, so that's a little bit odd, but these potions are actually really potent. Other than that, another interesting thing is that we also get in the leveling recipes, we have this all of vitriol with a 3 times polluted brimstone recipe. Polluted stuff was obsolete, so this is definitely going to still change. We have still more polluted in here. Anyway, that's just really weird. We have some polluted stuff in here. They are still in here as well with the correct recipe, so I don't know what oil of vitriol is doing in here. This is just weird. But as I said, all subject to change. Then we go to armor smithing. Armor smithing, we have also some tools and some armor that we already talked about. We also have a shirt and pants here. Shirt is only for cleric, barbarian, paladin and fighter. I haven't seen that combination yet. Wait, this is the wrong one. We have to be at level 80. I actually saw these transmitters look pretty nice, but we're not going to look at those yet. We have 3 shirts here and 1 pants. And one weird thing is this is not class specific. This one is not. This one also isn't class specific, but this one is class specific, paladin cleric, which is odd. Also, there's only 1 pants and 3 shirts. So that's, I'm missing the guardian pants and the warrior pants, I guess. And I think they all need to be class specific. And these are also level 676. So I'm also missing the pants and shirts of level 80, which we do have in the other professions. So that's also weird, but let's look at these. We get some stats based on health missing. They are item level 835, which, well, in mod 16 isn't that great anymore. But these are the lower levels, so we're actually missing a couple in here. So yeah, as I said before, the gear might be nice for transmutes. There are a lot of new sets in here. For actually using, they're not that fantastic. Then we go to artificing, which only has tools and weapons again and some gear. No gear. It's just tools and weapons. So nothing that interesting, except for maybe the level 80 weapons, as I said, if you don't have mod 16 weapons yet. Then blacksmithing, basically the same thing, just tools and weapons in here. You have to be here, of course. Tools and weapons in here. Also the weapons look very nice. I looked at a couple of weapons and they might be usable for appearance. Then something a little more interesting, we have the jewel crafting recipes. We have a lot of new rings. Of course the lower level rings, as I said before, I don't know why these were added. Why would you make those? They become obsolete as soon as you level up to the next rank. We have some new rings here, level 80 as well, which are item level 925. They have one offense and one defense slot, which could be okay for your build. They also have quite some statistics. This is crit accuracy, and the other one is defense awareness, so not the best stats. I guess defense might be usable if you still need to cap it, but it's better to do it a different way. The equip bonus is also not that fantastic, so these are not that great. The neck pieces aren't great at all because they don't have a utility slot, which you also should use. And the rank is also not that high, so keep to your old pieces. Then leatherworking, yes, rank 8, level 80 again. We can have the lower level pants and shirts here, which are also not mapped. I'm missing the guardian shirts, but whatever. We go to the lower levels where we only have pants. We're missing all 3 shirts, and these pants are actually level 80, and they are pretty high item level. Only Protege and the Spy Guild pants are higher, so if you don't have them yet, these might actually be nice. The equip bonus is also pretty nice. It gives you movement speed for each enemy you're engaged in battle with to the maximum of 5%, so you're a little bit quicker. It is in combat. It is a little bit specific to the situation, but these are usable. Let's say it like that. They give quite a bit of here. These, for example, accuracy and combat advantage, which is always nice. They give a little bit more power than these priced. This one is critical strike, critical avoidance, and defense awareness. So pretty defensive stats in here. But as I said, we're missing the shirts here. Then the last profession, tailoring. Once again, we have some new tools in here. We have some new gear, same story. We have all of the shirts and pants in the lower ranks here and also of the higher ranks. And these actually have the same equip bonus. And the interesting thing is also that these do not, they are not class specific, and the leatherworking pants also are not specific, and they have the same statistics, so you can, I guess, use them based on look, whatever you prefer. They probably will become class specific at some point. Normally the tailoring is wizard stuff, and the leatherworking is more ranger stuff. And what else? Rogue and ranger, yeah. And this is more warlock and wizard indeed. I guess warlock typically doesn't, yeah, maybe they'll use cloth. Anyway, so mostly the pants, shirts, the new tools look interesting, easy to make. The level 80 weapons are usable at an early stage when you just reach level 80 and you don't have the new weapons yet. And the rest is just transmuse, I guess. So that was my quick look into the professions. If you have any remarks on this video or any suggestions on what to investigate next, feel free to leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.